So good morning friends, welcome to my channel World Travel with Atul. So finally I reached Stockholm. I reached Stockholm 1 hour ago. So first I put my luggage in the hotel as I won't be able to check in before 2 p.m. So I just thought to put my luggage in the locker. They charged me around 14 euro for that. So it's Indian currency, it's like 1300 rupees. So after that I just started walking towards the central station, or you can say the central Stockholm. But I came to know about that the Stockholm Central is the place where you find most of the attractions and you can cover them walking. So instead of sitting at a corner or eating and all, I thought to just explore the city and let's see what I can explore in this 2-3 hours. First I grabbed some sandwich from the 7-Eleven. So there are lots of 7-Eleven stores. You can see the Burger Kings in front of us. The weather is very pleasant. The temperature is around 19 degrees Celsius. Good air quality. I reached in the morning at the harbor. So I took a bus from there and one train. The bus and the train took almost 1 hour towards the hotel. And the ticket cost me around 5 euros. It's like 490 Indian rupees. You can see the empty streets as of now. It's like 11 a.m. in the morning. Very few people down the street. They might be going to the work. So right now the streets are quite peaceful. Very fewer people. While walking down the street, I saw a very archaeological and beautiful building straight in front of my eyes. So I came to know it's the Saint Clara Church. It's a very famous church. It was built in 1989. So it's not that old, but still it's quite antique. So after covering that, I start moving towards the central station. You can see the tram going nearby and the people waiting for the tram. You can see lots of bicycles. I observed that in the European countries, the people are quite, fit. Probably might be they travel a lot, they walk a lot, they jogging, running, cycling. At the city center, you can see the lots of shopping complexes, big brand shops. There is a very special mall called Galeria that do have almost all of the big brands of clothing, toys, and all of them. So I will make a separate video on it covering the complete mall. So there is one benefit of traveling to the Nordic or the Scandinavian countries, that mostly people do speak English over here. Only 10% of the people do speak the regional language. So there is no issue if the language is concerned. The Finland and the Sweden are quite identical. What I can see as of now, it might be a little costlier than Finland if I talk about the Stockholm. If we talk about the standard of living, Sweden stands at number 1. So that might be the reason it's quite costly as compared to other countries and all. The Finland is a little bit cheaper than the Stockholm. Stockholm is the capital of Sweden, and the main thing about is that it had 14 islands and more than 50 bridges. Stockholm is famous for the colored buildings of Gamla Stan, lots of ancient cathedrals, royal palaces, noble museums, and you can see the ferry and the sightseeing boat shuttle passengers between lots of islands of Stockholm. When I look at the left side, I think it's a movie palace, lots of posters for the movies. So the empty benches as of now. While coming to my hotel in the morning, I see a few Indian restaurants also nearby. So I checked out on the Uber Eats, so they do provide lots of Indian foods. If someone is traveling from India and are willing, and looking for the Indian food, they can order over the Uber Eats. like the veg thali, the complete thali, it's like 40 euros, Indian like 3900 or 4000 rupees. So right now I'm moving towards the Parliament House. You can see the straight down the street. So let's get closer to that. As far as my traveling experience is concerned, so it's better to look for the hotel in the central, the city center, because most of the attractions are quite nearby. There is no need to look for the tram, trains, cabs, and you can save a lot of money, even though it will be quite costlier as compared to the outer parts, but still you can see the good canals. The Amsterdam's like the same Amsterdam, Helsinki, and the Norway, Sweden. The whole, the cities full of canals, rivers, ferries. What a beautiful scenery it is. So then in front of us, it's the Parliament House of Stockholm. The construction of the Parliament House started in 1897. It was completed in 1905. So it took almost 8 years to complete, and it was inaugurated on 11th January 1905. Sweden is also famous for it's a land of the beautiful women. The most beautiful women are from the Sweden, as far as the research and the Wikipedia is concerned. So these are information regarding the tour guides in English. So it's an amazing architecture, very beautiful walls, the structures, the marble. Let's go and explore. There is separate entrance where you need to buy the ticket. The people you can see on the right hand side are entering, and you can see the security personnel is also there. So there might be some shows and all regarding the history of the Parliament House. People are taking photograph pictures of this beautiful architecture. Right now I'm just showing you a glimpse of the most popular attractions in the central Stockholm, and probably I will be covering some of these beautiful places while I will be there in Stockholm. So for the next 2 days I will be in Stockholm, so I will cover as many places as I can in the next 2 days. So while looking at the Google map, I can see there is very ancient and old market. If I cross the road and go down the street towards north, if transportation is considered, you can use the Uber, and the second is boat, like Ola and Uber we do use in India. You can see the black taxi going in front of us. The architecture is quite amazing. There are lots of cathedrals in this area, very ancient, very beautiful. So let's cross the road and see a little glimpse of the market. You can see the shops on the left hand side. The people are buying stuffs or just window shopping. The roads are empty as of now because it's quite early in the morning. So it was raining also, half an hour ago when I came to my hotel. There is a cafe shop on the left, the juice corner. People are also having beer, enjoying their early morning. So right now the shopkeepers are just planning for their stuff, placing their stuff and all. This is the old town. As far as my travel is concerned, I don't do any planning. I don't take help of any the travel agent. I do all my stuff on my own. There is no particular planning that I will visit this place or that place. So whatever comes in mind, I do it. So right now just moving toward the Royal Palace or the Stockholm Palace. Stockholm Palace is the official residence and major royal palace of the Swedish monarch, the King Carl XVI, Gustav and Queen Sylvia. The construction of the palace started in 1697 and it was completed in 1760. So it took almost 63 years to complete this beautiful royal palace, and it was inaugurated on 7 December 1754, and it was renovated several times. The last started inauguration on 2012, and as per the stats are concerned, the deadline for the renovation is 2050. So it will take 39 years to complete the ongoing renovation. And its length is 230 meters. It's like 750 feet, more than the length of a complete big cruise. And the width is 125 meter, almost 4110 feet. And the palace too have 1430 rooms as per the 2008 stats. Let's get in front of the palace and see. These are the guards who are guarding this beautiful palace. You can see the guard with the uniform on my right hand side. This is the front of the palace, the door. You can buy the tickets and you can enter and see the things in detail. The tickets are available online. It will cost you around €10. This is a view from the top. This is the entrance of the palace. The gate is closed as of now. The entrance is from the back side. This is the board of the Royal Palace. If you talk about the drinking water, like in the Finland, the tap water is quite healthy to drink. There is no issue with it. The same goes for the Sweden, and the most of the European countries and the Western countries do have drinkable water. You can use the tap water to drink. There is no need to buy the Bisleri and the mineral water bottles from the shops and all. So you can save a lot of money if you go drinking the tap water. Then in front of me is a river, and behind the river you can see the National Museum. So while walking, so I can see a very beautiful cathedral in front of me and a statue. It's Stockholm Cathedral. It's the oldest church in the Stockholm. It was founded in 13th century and it's still active. There is one more statue which I found while crossing the road. On the left hand side, just in front of, there are lots of tour operators. If you have some issue and you need help of someone, you can book some travel agent. They can show you around the city. So in this 2-3 hours, I have covered most of the attraction. You can see the National Museum just after the river, the Parliament House. So I have seen and came across lots of Indian tourists who do travel to Sweden, Stockholm or Finland. And the most of the people are from the South India. They are along with the tour guides, so that it will be quite easy for them to to see the most of the attractions without any language barrier and all. So it's like 3 hours I'm walking continuously and had explored many of the attractions of the central Stockholm. So it's now time to get back to my hotel and do check-in and relax for some time, and then I will explore the city in the evening, as the days are quite long. The sun shines till 12 a.m. you can say, and the night is just only about the 2 hours. So while walking, I see a very good statue. This is the Norrbro on the left hand side. It's an arc bridge. It's just in the front of the Royal Palace. It was started building in 1741 and completed in 1803. It took almost near about 60 years to complete, and it's made in the neoclassical style. The Stockholm is really beautiful. It's the Royal Swedish Opera just in front. So now I'm heading towards the Galleria Mall and the Central Market while going back to my hotel. The people have started coming out from the hotels, their houses. You can see the shops. It's like a Mangal Bazaar and the Tuesday shops, like we do have in India, the flea market and all. So the weather is quite pleasant as of now. In the afternoon, it's like 1:30 p.m. The driving pattern is quite similar to other European countries. The steering is on the left hand side and the people do drive on the right lane. It's completely opposite to the Indian driving style. So in the evening I will be covering the nightlife, the markets and other attractions nearby. So if you like the video, please like, subscribe and share. And if the video is lacking something, you can just post some comment in the comment section. Thanks for watching the video. Have a nice day. I will see you with the upcoming new video along with the new attractions of the Stockholm, and see the lifestyle of the people, the nightlife, the clubs and bars. So I will be exploring them all. So keep watching World Travel with Atul.